I was like, yeah, so like Scottie's doing his thing, but really no one else wanted to like win it. And then Reid like saves it for Sunday. Like his best round. It's like, bro, play like this like the few days leading up and you could win this stinking thing. And then Geoff's pissed because he doesn't know how to play the par fives either.
Yeah, the text thread between us three is not safe for work. So we won't disclose what we were talking about. But yeah, I mean, Scottie Scheffler could, do his best Emerson impression like on Sunday and six putt the final hole, and he still would have won. That's what's so great about Scottie Scheffler. And yes, he's extremely old looking for how young he is, but he's extremely mature. I mean, you can see it in 4 of the last 6 events. And Rory, the complaint's always going to be there for Rory, right? Do it on Thursday and Friday. Why do you look like the best golfer rounds 2 through 4, but on Thursday at the majors, it's piss poor, right? Like that's what's happening with Rory, is that if he just did mediocre on Thursday, he would have been in the hunt, right? And that would have been a lot different. Let's say Rory was in the final group as opposed to 2 or 3 back. So look, for Rory, it's another fantastic finish. This is not a backdoor top 10. He really got after it on Sunday. But you got to get up for Scottie Scheffler. For the last 6 events, this is historic. Only one other player who's won a WGC and 4 events coming into the Masters, other than Scottie Scheffler, is Tiger Woods.
Crazy, dude. Like, Geoff, on Super Bowl Sunday, Scheffler hadn't won a single PGA Tour event. Now he has 4 in his last 6 starts. It's like Reid just sped off some of his wins there. Like, who saw this coming, Ulrich?
I mean, yeah, look, we could just like talk about this the whole show. I mean, like nobody saw it coming. People were comparing Scottie Scheffler at the start of the year to like Tony Finau. Like, when is he going to win? Never. He's never going to win because he gets in contention and then he doesn't close. It just shows how fast things can change. And the Masters it essentially boiled down. It was a microcosm of the first 3 months of the year. Who did we see in contention? Cam Smith, Scottie Scheffler, Joaquin Niemann was up there for a bit. He's been good. Rory's been okay, so he was up there for a bit too. Made a nice little run.
Shane Lowry,
Shane Lowry's been playing well. But those are the players who've already been playing well. It was just like those were the guys. They've been playing well. They came here and they dominated Augusta. And the names who were cold, like nobody popped up. Nobody made a run. DJ was up there for a bit, but he's been inconsistent. So it's really one of those Masters where, nothing really that unsurprising happened. The guys who were playing good played good. And the guys who continued, like who weren't playing that good or have struggled with consistency, they still continued to struggle. So, we're only a month away from the next major championship. Some of these dudes really need to like kick it into gear here. So it's going to be interesting to see if anything changes over the next few events, because I mean, again, like we would not put it past Scottie Scheffler or maybe Cam Smith to just keep things rolling for another month.
Yeah, and Geoff, if you look at like the top 10 in like who finished, look at those odds of the guys who finished in the top 10. All of them were like 6 of the top 10 were probably under 3,500, right? So you take a look at that, like 3 of the top 4 were close to, plus 2,000.
I mean, there was really most Masters we get some kind of surprising thing. Like even last year, Hideki, he was coming in with like 2 missed cuts in his last 5 starts. That was surprising in itself. We know he's a quality player, but were people expecting him to make the jump? Not really, because he was 40-1. So we just got nothing like that this Masters. It was just continued domination by the players who were already dominating.
And then you heard like the story afterwards when Scheffler was making himself available to the media. He mentioned how he cried like a baby that Sunday morning, like to his wife, because he didn't think that he could like close it out. So good for him going out.
Grew up a little.
Yeah. Good. I mean, good.
It's amazing how composed he is. I mean, we joke about how he looks today, but he really does seem like someone who's very comfortable with who he is, and it just shows on the golf course, right? I mean, he never really looks rattled. Even when Cam Smith was breathing down his neck, when Rory was climbing up the leaderboard, what did he do? He just hit it to 5 feet. Like, it's pretty impressive. And, for him to only be 25 right now, I mean, he is going to be around for a while contending in these events.